They were the couple whose fairy tale seemed written in the stars. From the moment Carlin Bates and Evan Stewart graced our television screens, America was charmed. Not just because of their famous family, but because of the genuine joy and unwavering faith they radiated in a world that often feels cynical. A love story born from shared values, a family built not by chance, but by deep commitment, heartfelt prayer, and endless optimism. We watched them court, fall in love, and say "I do" in a wedding that felt like a storybook chapter from Bringing Up Bates. We cheered them on as they navigated the first years of marriage and parenthood under the comforting glow of reality TV. But what happened after the cameras stopped rolling? Behind the scenes, the journey didn't get easier. It got terrifyingly harder. A mysterious and debilitating health crisis began to steal Carlin's vibrant energy, leaving her and her family searching for answers. Evan, her devoted husband, faced the life-altering reality of becoming a caregiver, his spirit tested in ways he never imagined. And their children, Lila and Zaid, grew from adorable babies to toddlers, navigating a childhood colored by their mother's unpredictable health. They disappeared from our television screens, but their story didn't end. It evolved dramatically, painfully, and beautifully. In this emotional deep dive, we uncover the truth behind their silence, the resilience behind the smiles, and the stunning transformation that left even longtime fans in awe. This is not just a reality TV update. This is a story about survival, faith, and the kind of love that holds a family together, even when the spotlight fades. What happened to the girl with the infectious smile? You're about to find out. Before the national spotlight and the world's fascination with their family, Carlin Bates and Evan Stewart were just two young people trying to honor their faith while finding their soulmate. Carlin, born the ninth of 19 children, grew up in a world of constant motion, laughter, and shared responsibility. Her life was a masterclass in compassion and patience, shaped by the bustling dynamics of her famous family. Known for her bubbly personality and an ever-present smile, she was a beacon of positivity, her deep-seated faith the quiet anchor to her vibrant spirit. Her path was never ordinary, navigating a childhood on camera and the unique pressures that came with it. But she handled it with remarkable grace. Evan, on the other hand, had a quieter but equally steadfast upbringing. A talented musician with a passion for ministry and a steady hand for electrical work, he was grounded in his own family's values. Growing up in Nashville, he learned the importance of hard work, devotion, and a sense of humor. Their love story didn't begin with a casual message. It was a traditional courtship, a deliberate and prayerful journey documented for the world on Bringing Up Bates. Their first official meeting, their side hugs, their shared songs, it was all part of a path toward a lifelong commitment. That first nervous conversation led to hours of laughter, shared dreams, and the kind of instant connection that only comes from finding someone who truly shares your heart's deepest convictions. When Evan began making the trip to Tennessee to court Carlin, it was a leap of faith. He wasn't just getting to know a girl, he was being welcomed into a loving, sprawling, and very public family. But from the very beginning, their bond was undeniable. They weren't just courting, they were building something. A partnership rooted in deep mutual respect, a shared love for God, and a dream of creating a life that reflected the legacy of family they both cherished. They weren't just following rules, they were writing their own love story. Little did they know, the greatest tests of that love would come long after the wedding bells stopped ringing and the TV cameras were gone. For Carlin and Evan, the desire to become parents was always at the heart of their journey. Building a family would prove to be one of their most emotional, challenging, and ultimately rewarding experiences. A story filled with fear, hope, and unconditional love. Their path to parenthood began with joy and anticipation, but was quickly met with a terrifying challenge. Their firstborn daughter, Lila, was born with a small hole in her heart, a condition that required careful monitoring and brought a cloud of worry over their early days as parents. The relief they felt as she grew stronger was immense, a testament to their prayers and faith. But just as they settled into life as a family of 4 after welcoming their son Zaid, their world was turned upside down. Carlin began experiencing sudden, seizure-like episodes, collapsing without warning. That chapter of their lives became a blur of emergency room visits, specialist appointments, and a desperate search for a diagnosis. The vibrant, energetic young mother was now forced to live with constant uncertainty, unable to drive or even be alone with her own children. It was a raw and heavy burden, but it was in this crucible of fear that their true partnership was forged, leading them to a place of deeper reliance on each other and their faith than ever before.